Well, good afternoon team, welcome back to the channel. It's a lovely spring evening here in the United Kingdom. I am just on my way to an evening concert which I've been looking forward to since January. So I booked it on a cold, very dreary, grey January afternoon, so I'm on my way to that, so very much looking forward to that. Not been online for a few weeks, got lots of things on at weekends. I've actually climbed a bit of a mountain, well, for the UK anyway, just over 900 metres. That's on Mike Thwaites' channel. I've got some footage that I can make my own. I can make an episode from that, but his is very good. He's very much a cinematographer. So link in the description for that, for Mike Thwaite. Give his channel a love and some likes and some comments. So maybe there'll be more collabs available for him in the future, which would be amazing. He's a friend of a long time, at least probably 30 years. So that's pretty decent friendship. What am I going to talk about today? So marathon training, although this isn't part of that, but you know, the rest of the channel has marathon training on. I think I'm getting close to being injured, if I'm to be honest. My calves are very, very tight and seem very stressed out. So I went away with work to the United States a couple of weeks ago. I didn't do any running then, which was fine. I then did a 22k, which is just under 15 miles, and I felt all right, but my calves just felt horrendous. So I wound it down quite a bit. I went for a slow run on the Monday, and even the slow run was horrendous. So I've had to cut it right back. I'm only 7 weeks away now, so I really don't want to get injured at this point. I prefer to go steady and be, you know, slightly unfitter than I want. So that brings me to this video. So this video is about fasting. So I intermittent fast anyway. I would have my tea about 5 o'clock, so I'll definitely have finished eating by 6 p.m. And then when I get up in the morning, I'm very passionate about my coffee, which I make at home. I make basically an Americano, but I make a delightful espresso in my machine. Just add a bit of hot water, and that's me good to go. So the catalyst from there was, well, I don't really feel like I need to eat breakfast. So then by the time I was eating at sort of 10 a.m, we were looking at sort of an 18-hour fast window. So that is your pretty standard fasting window. And then I give myself 8 hours, so from around 10 till 6 p.m. to eat. I normally have a lunch, and as you see on the channel, have a nice, delicious, calorific shake. And then I'll have maybe some lunch. I might have some more eggs, an avocado, and then something in the evening. Probably don't eat enough of that, truth be told, knowing that I probably don't eat enough calories. And then because I haven't been able to train, I thought, well, what can I do while I can't really train to my max? So I fasted my regular intermittent fasting on Friday, but again, I had the day off work, and I thought, well, there's no point in me eating, so I just wanted to relax the whole day, use the best of the day. And I thought, well, I might as well carry on my fast. So I carried on the fast, and then before I knew it, I'd done 24 hours on the Friday evening, and I thought, well, let's see if I can push that to maybe 36 hours, which was taking me sort of, you know, to the afternoon. I thought, well, I might as well carry on to 48 hours. I had, rather than running, I did a walk for 4.5 hours around a lake in a place called Rutland Water. I'll link that in the description below. It is glorious. It probably was the first glorious morning. I got there nice and early, about 8:45, so it wasn't that busy, apart from the 5k Sunday runners, fun runners. It was pretty quiet. It was quite chilly still. So I did that. That was 24k. So, but that was just on my feet, and I started to feel that in my hips, towards the end, which was great. I was 4.5 hours on my feet, and then I did a reverse loop. I met another friend, Greg's both, but they were both called Greg each time. Greg Lewis, Greg coddling my men. So other Greg met me as one pulled off, one pulled in, giggity. And we got on our bikes. He kindly picked my bike up for me. And these are friends that I've known for, little Greg, I will call him, little bearded Greg. Known him since school, so that's, since the mid-90s, so a very good friend to me. And I've got Big Greg, who I've known for 20 odd years. I worked with him and just, kept the friendship alive since I've moved back from back to the hometown from my career. And then I decided to do a reverse loop, but there's a peninsula which you can do about at least an extra 10k, so 6 miles. That was probably a mistake, if I'm going to actually say. So I started off at 9 a.m, did a full loop, finished about 1:30, started off again at 2, and that actually took us 2.5 hours, and we did the peninsula, and that was about 35k. So I did 60k. Although it wasn't running, I feel pretty tired, as you would imagine. I was fasting. I'd gone into my 48th hour, so my 2-day point. Went home, had a shower. It was about 6:30, 7. I thought, well, I'll get in bed because there's not a lot else to do apart from drink water, and I don't want to drink black coffee. I did that, and I'm not going to lie. I think so. From the research I was researching as I was laying in bed, felt like I was dying. I feel like at the 48-hour point, 48 hours to 72 hours, this is the point where you fully go into ketosis. Now, I'm not a keto diet fanboy, and apparently the first rule of keto diet is you don't say you're on a keto diet. So let's say we're on a low carb diet. So I have managed to make it to, I think I'm the late 60 hours now, so I'm going to go for 72. Actually, I'm 70 hours in. I've got 2 more hours to go to my 72. But yeah, last night was difficult. I kind of felt pretty sick, and I did actually sleep, I think, from 9 p.m. till probably 7 a.m. So a good 10 hours, if that was quick maths. And I just think it's worth it. When you research into what it actually does, it's starting to get into cell repair, my gut resetting itself. I just think the use of my time over the weekend, so it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so all 3 days, I haven't felt fantastic, but I've not felt horrendous. I feel like that was a really good use of my time. Just even if I just do a hard reset of my insulin levels, and give me a chance to actually feel what it's like to go without food. Thinking about these ultra-processed foods that we all live on now. Everything's ultra-processed. Even bread, you think, right, bread, the simplest thing's been made for thousands of years. It is still ultra-processed. And yeah, I just kind of want to, and again, part of this channel is I'm growing myself, developing myself to be the best version of me. And I just want to feel the best I can. We've been fed, and I feel, this is my opinion, that we've been fed a load of lies about the 3 square meals a day. What do we do? Get up in the morning and eat sugary cereal. Literally the worst thing you could do, eat sugary cereal. I'd get it if they said, eat eggs and avocado because that'll fill you up. But big industry, how's big industry going to make money? If they say eat eggs and avocado in the morning, that fills you up, you won't actually potentially be that hungry by lunch. And then all that industry, I feel, has been doing over the decades, probably from the 70s, maybe the 60s, post-war, is encouraging us to constantly eat, never be hungry, and actually all we do is crave that food. And it wouldn't be so bad if we ate it just enough to burn off the carbs, have the insulin level just right, and then it lowers overnight. Because we're never hungry, we never deplete the carbohydrate stores. Insulin's always maxed. I just think it's something that I wanted to try while I've got the opportunity. So yeah, I mean, I've not bought any food all weekend, so I mean, what's that? Probably saved me 60 quid. I mean, if you're saving the pennies, or, you know, just to give you a rough idea of what that could save you, if you did it once a month, you know, add that all up, well, what could 60 quid a month, you know, over a year get you? I mean, that's 700 quid. Could that get you a weekend away for the sake of not eating? Probably. Would you? And yeah, so I'm just sort of spitballing now, but it's honestly been a really good experience of me, you know, coming out of my relationship and starting a new career. You know, I'm resetting my life. To reset my inner gut and my cells, I don't think is a particularly bad thing. I think it's just the next step on finding what really works for me. So yeah, I'm going to try, once I've been to my event, I'm going to go home. I don't think it'll be late, so it'll be like 9 or 10 p.m. I think. Definitely go to bed or wake up in the morning, and I think I'm going to really try and maybe start to reduce, so not keto, let's not use the word keto. I'm going to really try and reduce my carbs and sugar as much as I can, but I'm yet to figure out whether that's sustainable, especially with training for a marathon. I don't know whether I can be on a low carb diet and then almost load carbs the night before, then go for a long run and then take carbs on the run, but I know those are also full of sugar. But then it's whether I cut that straight out again, and my body just takes the fuel it needs there and then, and I just got to make sure I don't take too much. But I mean, it's not like I need to lose weight. I'm a perfect weight. I mean, at some point I'd like to regain them, so some muscle mass again would be nice, because I know I am running a lot. So yeah, I mean, this has all just completely come over the last couple of days, and these thoughts are at the very front of my brain. So as always, you know, comment below what your thoughts are. You know, if you're in my position, you've come out of a relationship, you've got to pretty much start afresh. You know, is that something you could really focus on, you know, to try and take your mind off some of the things you're really struggling with? You know, I've really reduced my alcohol intake. I'd probably prefer a non-alcoholic beer these days, if I'm to be honest, although it doesn't save you any money, unfortunately, now. But yeah, so comment below. I would absolutely love to hear what you'd think about a keto or low carb diet and taking your sugars away. And you don't necessarily have to be as active, you know, do some steps, but not crazy. I think you would see some unbelievable results. But I also think they always say you end up with more energy once you've got through once you've got into ketosis, or at least your body's got used to not burning carbs. If you reduce that down, it will automatically start to burn fat after you've completely reduced your carbs down. So yeah, tell me what you think. Have a look at Mike Thwaite's video. That's me doing my thing with him. Really enjoyed that. Not done it for absolutely years, and in his video you'll see that he talks about, you know, losing yourself. You know, what have you done just for you, nobody else? You've not even thought about anybody else, your reason for doing it, or having to take anyone else into consideration. So yeah, let's start that conversation and give me more ideas of things, you know, things that I can try. I mean, I love discovering things about me and what I can achieve. You know, a marathon's one. You know, doing a 3-day fast, never done that before at the age of 41 3/4. So yeah, comment below, and thanks for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.